All right, I'm here with the champ, Bobby31. Uh, Congrats, man.
Thanks,
That's a
dude.
great win. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. When this tournament started, I remember listening to the podcast and all the pundits were saying Tempe's going to run away with our division, and then we lost our first game. I believe it was to Lubbock, and I was not feeling great about my team. I'm pulling up right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, we lost to Lubbock. Right now, they're PR 198. They're a better team than that. They'll be right on the fringe of the NTT, but I wasn't feeling good. And then we had an overtime win against Albuquerque, another low end NTT team, but we seemed to start playing really well all of a sudden. We beat Rockford by 12. We beat Tempe by 21. And then we played well throughout the preseason NTT playoff tournament.
Yeah,
Um, I really honestly did not think that we were going to play all that well again today. Beating Tempe by 21. That's not going to happen more than once out of 20 simulations. We got him by 24 today.
yeah, yeah. He ended up putting James Jones at shooting guard. What did you think when you saw that?
I thought James Jones is an incredible talent who could go off at shooting guard in most matchups. However, I'm guessing he looked at Eli Sheldon's stats thus far and just said, okay, this is his weak spot on defense. 0.8 steals, 0.3 blocks. I'm telling you guys right now, Eli Sheldon is my best defensive player.
Yeah,
Excellent defense, good intelligence, good athleticism, a 6'6" shooting guard. He can guard big guys. He can guard small guys. That's why I have him at shooting guard. And it didn't work out as well for James Jones. And Eli Sheldon fouled him out.
yeah. That was. What do you think? So, starting off in the game, Melvin Dent, 14 to 16 points, and then he picks up his second foul. What were you thinking at that point?
I was thinking, oh crud! I'm here. I am. I'm in the championship game. I've got a walk-on freshman who's going to be playing the majority of the game for me. And Thomas Alums, he's a +6 walk-on. I don't know how that happened. He was a 6'2", poor scouted center. Nobody knew how good this guy was going to be, and he's a solid player. But he came in and played 16 minutes, and he got us a +15. So,
Yeah, I mean
pretty
Eli
pumped about
Sheldon.
that. But I was nervous, man. And then Eli Sheldon was just like, this game is mine, baby. He went for 38 on 21 shots.
Yeah, might make you think a little bit with Sheldon playing so well with the passing point guard. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really like having Melvin Dent at point guard
Yeah.
because he shoots the ball so much more, having those additional touches. But with the way Eli Sheldon's season has started, this boy can shoot the 3-pointers. So I'm
Hmm.
about to jack his shot ratings. Right now, I've got it at 5'8". I'm thinking about putting him 7'9" and seeing what happens.
Yeah, guess we'll see. Um, cool. Even going through uh, the left side of the bracket, you had a couple tough matchups.
Yeah.
Most notably, the 16 seed Dearborn, giving you guys all you could handle. Well, take me through that game.
Yeah, so I mean, I knew I was going to have my hands full with Dearborn because they had played so well throughout this tournament. And I know they're not one of the bigger name teams in League 15. I'm sorry, League 15, League 31 Conference 15.
It's
Um,
basically a league, you know.
basically League 15, right? But this is a very quality program. You look at them: PTT number 5, PTT number 2, PTT number 2, PTT number 7. I mean, that's an NTT quality team who just
Hmm.
didn't make it because of their strength of schedule. They've got Dylan Jackson playing out of his mind. Jonathan Malley is a stud,
Yeah, he's
six
really
seven
great.
power forward senior. This team is dangerous, man.
Mhm.
If they can find a way to sneak into the NTT, it wouldn't shock anybody if they got to the Sweet 16, would it?
No, they're good. They're good. What was the locker room like after your championship win?
They're just ready for business. I mean, this is the preseason NTT, right? This is to tune you up for the regular season. And yeah, they're excited. 4 of these 5 starters were there on the championship team. What was it? 2, 3 seasons ago?
Hmm.
Ruben Stith started for the championship team. D'Angelo Miles was a freshman during the championship team. Michael Johnson was a +10. Michael Johnson was a backup player on the championship team. Eli Sheldon started as a freshman. Melvin Dent wasn't quite on the team yet. And it turns out he might be our best player, which I was really not expecting. Honestly, when we recruited Melvin Dent, 6'5", shooting guard, pretty good stats, I thought this is a senior starter. He's going to come off the bench and be solid for 3 years. He played his way into the starting lineup for day one, and he
Yeah.
was an All-American last year, second team.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Um, yeah, well, great job, coach. I feel like you did a great job with your program, beat some really
Thanks.
quality opponents. I mean, there's there's some really I mean, this is a really tough tournament. 50 teams. A lot of them are easily NTT caliber. So coming out as the champ of the first ever is just such an accomplishment.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
ready for that trophy, baby. Let's get
yeah.
it engraved. And I'll
Yep.
tell you what, it's a good thing we won it this year because I think our window might be closing. Don't tell my players I said this, but we're losing Michael Johnson, who's our glue guy. And then Ruben Stith, who's just such an interesting player, right? He's after this season, he's going to be the all-time League 31 rebound leader, and he's rated a poor rebounder. And because he was an excellent scouted guy, so we knew he was going to be a poor rebounder. He's a poor hands guy as well. But this is a guy year in and year out gets the job done. He's going to finish all time top 10 in blocks, number one in rebounds, double double per game every single year of his career. And he was a clear lead. I didn't max him. This guy has been our anchor for a long time, and I'm worried about what our team will look like when we lose him. Maybe we can move D'Angelo Miles to center, 6'9", so he's a little bit undersized there. I mean, he's +9, +8, so in all the right areas. So I guess he could do it, but I think
You're
we
due to
might
break
struggle
some
a little bit
ties,
next
so
year.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for joining us, for
Yeah,
sharing that. I really appreciate it, and
my pleasure. Hey, I
congratulations.
want to say congratulations to Gadfly too.
Yeah,
Awesome program. James Jones is the man. Yeah, I thought it was a great move to try to take the risk and see what we can get out of James Jones. It didn't exactly work out, but he's an incredible coach, has been for
yeah,
a long time, and it was cool seeing him on video.
for sure. Cool. Well, thanks everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this tournament. We'll be back soon. We'll share the all tourney teams, and yeah. So for Coach V and Bobby, we'll see you later.
Take care, Kyle.